Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. We particularly send our fraternal greetings out to the West Coast, where our brother Achilles is apparently afloat. The Wednesday night work, the Thursday night throwdown, brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons, is a little late because Achilles, the guy that should have been here tonight, the guy that should have been joining us for Chain of Command, isn't here. Where, you might ask, is he? Guys, that's your cue.
In a less than third world country.
Oh, no, you're supposed to ask me where he is.
Oh, where is he?
Thank you. God, good on me. We're gonna have Q lessons later. He, it would seem, is deprived of the internet and is presently watching us on some sort of weird generator phone thing that I don't even know how he's sending us messages. I assume his phone, right?
Yep, I would assume so.
Yeah.
That's how I do it half the time.
Yeah, well, true.
Wait, he's sending messages?
Yeah, and they're not Morse code, and they're not smoke signals or nothing. Yeah, so there it is. So instead, because we have CT here, he's here, and we're very happy to have him. And we found OJ doing so, yeah, after many amusing attempts to get him via the chat. We now have, okay, you guys are having a good time over in the Discord chat. You should always join us, folks. Feel free to come and join us. It's a good time. We're going to take another run at Fireball Forward because I think we've got the rules right. Before I go on into other scenarios, I first wanted to teach some other folks how to play. And the second thing I wanted to do was to have a real clean run through where everybody sort of understood what was going on. So neither CT or OJ have played. We are back to Easy Company, the famous scenario from Band of Brothers. And it's one of the introductory scenarios in the Fireball Forward rule set. So we're going to give it a shot. First question, who wants to be Americans, who wants to be Germans?
Past
Matters
OJ.
not to me.
Guys, work with me here.
Okay, hang on. Evens, I'll be Americans. Odds, I'll be the Germans.
All right, there you go.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's how we do things here. I like it.
Democracy at action.
How about that?
All right.
So odds, you're Germans. All right, you're down
I'm
here.
German. Okay.
Grab this.
Grab what?
Whatever color this is.
Oh. I can't see a color.
I think it's white.
It's probably white. Yep, there you go.
There we go.
So the key question, and CT, obviously you're going to want to grab the green. I'm assuming, OJ, you can see all these counters?
What, the ones here in front of me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yep.
And CT, I'm assuming you can see all these counters?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to tell you again, and as I've told everyone who's watched, the thing I particularly love about Fireball Forward, and the thing that makes me love it is OJ, it's double blind. And you only get to see things when you spot them, when spotting occurs. So that's pretty exciting all by itself, I should think, given the love that we have of this. Let's go through a turn. Let's talk about what we're doing here. I am, as the referee, umpire, going to be shuffling cards. I'm going to flip cards. I'm going to say like this. Look, oh, I just did it. It's a black card. Black cards mean Axis, means Germans. Red cards mean Allies. That means there's going to be one German activation. I flip another card. That means there's going to be 2 German activations. I flip a third card. Oh, there's going to be 3 German activations. I flip a fourth card. All right, now it's red. I put that one back. That's where the red comes in. That means there are going to be 3 German activations. That means, OJ, you would get to activate 3 of your units. I don't think it's a secret that you only have 3 units. Okay? You have... Yes. You have a battery headquarters. And that comprises all 3 of those bases. Okay?
All right.
You have then the 105 millimeter artillery battery. And you have the defense platoon. If this were the cards you had drawn, you would take these markers, and wherever these troops were on the field, you would put one of those markers, and CT, of course, you have a set too. You would place that marker next to them, and that will be the order in which you are activating them during the turn. 1, 2, 3. All right? What will you do with them when you activate them? Well, one of the nice things about this set, hey Turk, hey Andrew, one of the nice things about this set is it's got a pretty explicit CRS. It's a QRS. I'm sorry, quick reference sheet. Let's take a look at it. What can you do on your activation? You can move, spot, and rally. That's if you're an individual. What's an individual? That's an officer. That's also a sniper. If you have one, we don't have any today. What can infantry do? It can move, fire, or rally. And rally. You may do all three. You may do all three things in any order you wish. Right. How about movement? How does movement work? Movement. And I'm going to... I can't make it visible to both of you, so I'll just have to... Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I just figured out something smart that I can do. It takes me time. It really does. Give me only a moment. Check it out. CT recognizes that. So does OJ.
Oh, yeah.
Let us imagine that this is a unit that you're going to move. One of the innovations, one of the interesting pieces of Fireball Forward, this unit moves within a 12-inch, in our case, because we're double scale, oh yes we are, a 24-inch radius. How you get to that radius is irrelevant. What do I mean? You're here. You want to move 24 inches, and let us imagine it's 24 inches to the other side of this hedge. You can go here and here. But because you have only gone 24 inches, that radius is not violated. So however you get there, it doesn't matter. But what you must do is show me and your opponent what that move is if it's happening in the open, in case he gets to shoot at you. It's a rather fun way of moving, I think. Each movement may have 2 terrain crossings. What is a terrain crossing? That is coming, it's much like as it is in Crossfire. You come to a point and you say, all right, I'm going to try to attempt to cross this hedgerow. That's a crossing. 1. You may have 2 of those in your turn. What are our terrain features? We have these gun pits for the artillery battery. We have these trenches. And we have hedgerows. We'll talk about the special rule for hedgerows presently. How does firing work? This is the most complex part of the game, it is to be confessed. You are going to roll, under most cases, up to, well, you're going to roll a number of dice. You're going to roll a range die. That is the red die. Oh, sorry. Wow, get it wrong right away, huh? That is the D20 that you've all got for infantry in most instances. You're going to roll that D20. Then you're going to roll a number of white dice depending on the weapon you are shooting. How do you know what you're shooting? Take a look at the tool tip for any of your troops when we pop them out, and I will show it to you. It's tough to do because unfortunately that exposes the troops. So I will, but that is the number of weapons dice that you will roll, the white die. The third die you will roll is the red die. The red die, with each hit causing a morale check. How do you cause a hit? All the numbers are right here. If it is normal fire, that is not opportunity fire at a target in the open, you need a 5+. If you're op firing a target in the open, you need a 4+. If you are doing normal or op at a target in cover, 5+. And if you're hitting somebody in hard cover, it's a 6. The red die is like a bonus. It only hits on a 6. No matter what you roll, it hits on a 6. There are very, very few modifiers. Take a look at them. They're on the chart. If the target is within the sum of the range die, what that means is if you roll an 8, which of course for us is a 16, if the target turns out to be 16 inches or less from where your shooter is, you get a bonus. They're in range. If the target is an individual leader, forward observer, or sniper, that's a minus. If the shooter is in a vehicle with a slow move, irrelevant, we have no vehicles. If a machine gun shoot team fires a second or subsequent op fire in the same activation, it goes down. How does that work? If you have a machine gun, the first time it fires normally. The second time it fires, or actually after you're done shooting that first time, you have to make a decision. You will either say, I wish to be available to shoot for future shots, op fire shots, or you can begin doing what's called grazing fire. That is a line set out from, and I'll use my patrol marker here, from that point to any point it can see. From that point until the end of the turn, there will be gunfire playing right down that line. If you cross it, you get shot at.
Almost like an Overwatch.
It's exactly like an Overwatch, except you're bipping away with it.
Right.
Every time you get a hit, that person has to take a morale check. We don't worry about that. We don't worry about that. We don't worry about that. That's what I thought. What is the morale check? The morale check is based on, unsurprisingly, the unit's morale, which you will be able to see the minute you pop it off the tooltip. What's going on here? Las Vegas Conceal. Van Strickland says, it looks like we're watching Las Vegas Casino Wargaming. Oh my goodness. The, where's my rule set? There we go. In order to make your morale check, you're going to roll a d6. If you are connected, if you are in direct contact with your leader, it's any legitimate superior, you can roll his morale. Otherwise, you must use your own. You must roll equal or higher than your morale. A 1 is always a failure. If you succeed in your morale check, you are still suppressed. All suppression does, it prevents you from further upfire. You may also, as we saw here in the chart, you may spot. What is spotting? It comes in a variety of flavors. Spotting. An individual element, that's a leader, a sniper, or a forward observer, may take a spot action by rolling a d6. On a 5 or 6, you get to pick one piece of terrain in line of sight or linear terrain up to 24 inches long, and the opponent must reveal all elements hiding in that terrain. If the spotting element is a recon squad or team, it may either do a spot or fire action, but not both. We don't have any of those recon squads. In addition, at the end of an element's move, it automatically spots any enemy in line of sight, not in concealment, and it may choose one terrain piece within 6 inches of its final location. If you fail that morale check, you must make you are broken at that point, and you do make a retreat move. Let me find that. And actually it's a may. I should say it's a may. There are no limits on terrain crossings. It must be directly away from incoming fire and 45 degrees. If broken by opportunity fire, you may go back to where you started. And this is a big deal. This is one of the more interesting rules. We didn't see this happen in our first game. But if you're moving along here and you get hit by op fire and wind up getting broken, you could say, hey, you know what? I'm going back to where I started and get myself out of trouble. I think it's a fascinating rule. You must, however, end your move in cover or out of LOS to all enemy elements if possible. A distance of a route move is between 2 and 24 inches. You may not opportunity fire somebody route moving. You may target fire them. Yeah, because that would be an original jerk move. All right. Close combat. Close combat is something that only can be done by squads, teams, or leaders. To initiate, the attacking element declares at the beginning of its move, before any movement has occurred, that it intends to charge into contact and makes a morale check. If it fails, you're done and you just stay where you are. If you pass, you get a normal move, but you must end touching at least one enemy element if possible. After all elements in a unit have finished taking their action, then you do the close combat. It's a very, very simple roll. The modifiers are right there on the chart, and it is, as is the case in Crossfire, bloody. Terrain offers two things: cover and concealment. Cover affects combat, concealment affects spotting. Elements which start the game hidden in terrain that offers concealment are only placed on the table when either they perform a fire or opportunity fire action, an enemy element conducts a successful spot action, or opportunity spot action against the terrain they occupy, or if indeed an enemy moves into your same zone. Trenches offer concealment. So if you are moving inside a trench and you do not shoot out of it, you cannot be seen by the enemy. Once you're spotted permanently. And it goes segment to segment. So this goes to here, this goes from here to here, this one goes from here to here. These entrenchments block line of sight. The last time we played this scenario, the Americans had a pretty easy time of it. We'll see if the Germans can do better this time. There are, however, some very, very, there are modest modifications to the outcome of the game that can be made based on die rolls because they have variable reinforcements, or variable forces, I suppose I should say. So in order to do that, I guess I'll start with OJ since I think I'm closer here. OJ, I'm going to turn the printer off on your D6 here.
Okay.
Give me a D6 roll so that CT can't see it. I've seen it. All right. No peeking. Talking to you, CT. No peeking. All right. Now come over to CT. You can turn your printer on, Mike.
All right.
All right. You got to turn that printer off.
Colonel wants is saying, what do you mean easy time? I lost on points.
And CT, give me a roll. Oh. Okay. Oh dear. All right, that's a thing. That's a whole thing. I am now going to send you. Oh my gosh, how could I forget it? Remember I showed you how initiative works using the cards? There's a critical mechanism inside Fireball Forward, and that is the initiative chip. There are various kinds. This is the one here, and it is owned by the command tent. Initiative chip allows him, in this case, and it's once per turn, to activate someone, any unit that he wishes. It's a free activation. It's literally like a chain of command die.
Nice.
This one, the one you have, they can come in different types. There are some that when you use it, it gets handed over to Mike. There are some that alternate turn to turn. There are some you can only use once. This one in this game is permanent. And let's talk about hedgerows. In order to cross a hedgerow, you must begin the turn snug up against it, and then pay your 1 crossing point. You must begin the turn there, however. If you do not, you cannot cross it. And we have all the rules for the terrain right in there, but here is hedgerows right there. They do provide concealment. Any fire directed at them up against the hedgerow receives hard cover. It blocks LOS unless an element is touching the hedgerow. If so, it may be fired on and may fire through the hedgerow. But to determine if the LOS exists, you gotta, usually speaking, in this game, LOS is 360 degrees around. There is no firing arc. There's none of that for infantry or for machine guns. This is different for people up against a hedge where you have to fire 45 degrees out. And you can only fire 45 degrees in to determine if there's LOS. It's right there. All right, my very next task. What's going on out here? Hey, Chrono. He's out there judging like a crazy man. That's okay. He's all right.
The parts of California evidently have internet access tonight.
Like which ones?
Oh, Chronos and Reds.
Ah. Let's see here. That's why I'm confused. Okay. And OJ, you're the Germans, right?
Yes, sir. I got 3 activation. Hey, wait. Where'd my activations go?
You don't get activations yet. Come on now.
Ow. I'll
Nice
never
try,
see
though.
another activation tonight.
Is that it? You figure you're done? I have
Yeah,
sent.
I'm done.
I have sent you your. I have sent you your setup instructions,
Got it. All right.
and now I'm going to send you a very important special rule. Don't even try. Don't even ask.
Okay.
And now I'm going in and I am sending the command tent his setup instructions. You have them. Bearing in mind you are double blind, go ahead and set them up. Remember, everything is doubled, please.
And what is... Now, I don't do anything right now. Is that right?
Yes,
All right.
you would be setting up right now.
Okay.
Well, you wish we must implement the Achilles rule, which is, what are the victory conditions? That's fair. The game ends when all artillery crews are eliminated or the Germans accumulate 24 victory points. 24. The German player receives victory points, 1 point at the end of each turn for each howitzer that is not destroyed. They receive plus D3 VP each turn for each gun that spends a fire action to shoot at Utah Beach. The points are acquired at the moment the gun fires, not at the end of the turn. A leader touching a howitzer may spend a rally action to destroy the gun.
Is this the east side of the map?
Can't believe I forgot that. Very, very stupid for not telling. That's what I get for having a whole different game in mind, to be honest. This is north.
It's north. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. North, south. All right.
So both CT and OJ can set up your dudes.
So
All right,
is this
and-
right? Oh, go ahead. CT.
Yep, you're
I was going to say, go ahead.
So he's doing fine. What was your question, CT?
Oh, in the setup instructions, I had somebody named, but I don't even see them. All these leaders have the same name. Oh, I see. Sneaky, sneaky.
Hey, Tom. See, Vance, you are exactly the kind of guy that the special rule for this scenario that I had to send over to OJ is made for.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
The battery commander, that includes these two also?
Correct. Those three together.
How far apart can they be?
Doesn't matter. There's no command radius. Did you take a look at your deployment, though?
I thought that's what it said. Did it not? That's battery headquarters, right?
Take a look at the second to last sentence.
Right, right, but it's
East.
doubled, isn't it?
East.
Yeah, isn't? You said this is north.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I got it backwards. I'm supposed to be working on schoolwork tonight.
Well, that's irrelevant.
It's okay. I'm gonna tell the teacher the truth. Achilles ate my homework.
There you go. No blames. Yeah, we that's true. No, we blame Achilles. Yeah, we're gonna blame Achilles.
Oh yeah. You know he's not watching this tonight just because he knows he's going to be getting a ribbon nonstop.
No, what are you talking about, Van? Yes, you would. Don't you lie. You are telling lies. You want to come in here? I will call you a liar to your Canadian face.
But then he'd have to apologize to you.
Well, that's. I know I lied, eh? Sorry.
And are these units in the right place?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay. That's what I thought.
And just so you understand, that none of them can see or be seen. They are all in concealment as they stand.
Okay. Does it really matter where I put them within?
No, not at all. Not at all, because you're going to be able to move them 12 inches, remember? So.
Right.
And with these guys, remember,
Yeah.
because they're a weapons team, they move or shoot. Because that's the whole setup thing.
Right. Gotcha. All right. I think I got everybody.
You all set there? How you feeling, CT?
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I watched Band of Brothers once. So I'm alright.
I watched Band of Brothers at one time. You, is this? Yeah, got it. All right. Be a few other things to work through as we go through, but that's okay. It's kind of getting stuck in and screwing up. Ready for me to start shuffling turn one?
Yeah.
All right. And I do have
Yes,
to.
sir.
I do have to build this thing. This giant red button is the points that the Germans have. Currently, they have none. Away we go. Shuffling cards. Americans. Germans. All right, Americans, you may activate 1 unit. Who do you wish to
1
activate?
unit. Let's activate.
And you don't have to put it on there. You only got 1, so it's...
That guy.
All right, now, remember, and this is the big mistake we made last time. That is part of a unit. So he... I wish, just once, I would like to scroll to the right thing. That would be great. Thank you. That's what I wanted. He is like this. Yes. All right. This is like this. They don't have a leader. These fellows don't have a leader. The only one who can order them is Winters. So these guys are all off board. Everybody's off board. It's not going to matter from a distance perspective. But this, when you get that 1, you get to order this. All 3.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to move them off the board for you. There you go. So remember, they can move, shoot, or spot. Gotta stop saying or. Move, shoot, and spot.
But I cannot see through the hedgerows until I'm up against them.
Correct.
Okay. So we are going to move.
Mm-hmm. You may move 12 doubled, 24 inches in a radius.
And I can cross one terrain, but then the hedge is weird, right?
Yeah, the problem is the hedge is going to stop you.
Right. But I can see through it when I'm up against it.
You are allowed to spot through it, correct.
Yes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move.
All right, go ahead.
We're going to do here.
Very good. Now, those boys can't spot. Only the leader can. Unless they want to try to claim a section of terrain within 6 inches, which they can do.
As in, they pick a terrain and spot into that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
and it's a 12-inch stretch, so it goes from like here to here.
Okay. Yeah, they can spot in there.
All right. So are they within 6 inches? Yes, they are. So you're looking there. There's nothing there, I'm afraid.
Okay.
How about the leader?
Can he look this way?
Mm-hmm.
And look in here?
Oh yeah, he's gonna peek in there. He's gonna take a peek. He's not within 6 inches of that though, is he? Nope. So you're gonna have to roll 5 or 6. What you forgot to turn the printer back.
2.
A 2. Nope. Don't know what's in there.
All right. And they don't need to rally.
No. So that's it.
And they got nothing to shoot at.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
All right.
So we flip over a card and we see that it's for OJ. We flip over another card, we see it's for OJ. We see a flip over a third card, it's for CT. 2 for you, OJ. You may activate 2 of your 3 units.
All right. So each one of these guys here are separate units, or no, teams.
No, this is a unit.
That's an entire
That is
unit.
1 unit. These guns are a unit. And
All
this is a unit.
What's that? Not seeing your
Over here.
finger. Oh,
Over
there.
here,
Okay,
over
now I
here,
do.
over there.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you have 3. So you can activate 2 of them.
All right. So I can activate the heavy
Mhm.
machine gun,
Yep.
and my two choices are I can move them, or I can leave them sit here to cover fire. Is that right?
Well, no, the deal is, if you wanted to do that, none of them can see right now. None of them can see out, right?
Okay.
So the question is, if you want to snug them up to the hedge, they can take a peek out there and see what they see.
Okay.
And then they would also be eligible to move more readily over the hedge in future moves.
Right. I can do something like this,
You sure can.
like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, it makes me sad, Vance, because you'll notice I used squad leader markers. I might have done that for a reason, to make you feel comfortable. All right, so this dude here, he can do a spot. You obviously, if there were anything out here within 6 inches, you'd be able to see it, right? Because if you were trying to see past the hedge out into here, it'd be pretty obvious what was going on, right?
Okay.
So all you can do is you can use dude here. You can use him to spot. So, and you can pick 12 inches of, you can pick 12 inches of frontage to try to look at. Not that way. It's 12 inches across, just like in Charlie Company.
Oh, like this?
Yes.
Okay. So I can do something. Hey, is there anything over here?
Sure.
All right.
Go ahead and peek over there.
All right.
5 or 6.
And it's a 1d6?
Yep, 1d6, 5 or 6.
No.
Nope. Apparently there's nothing out there. Who knew? All right, so that's one activation. Because you moved and you spotted. Obviously, there's nobody to fire at, and you rallied. You can't rally. No point. So you get to activate something else.
One thing I can activate... Oh,
go
ahead.
Yeah, I think you're about to say it. Yes, you want to activate the guns, because then they fire, and you get victory points.
Yep, okay. So they're activating.
All right, so
they're
going
to
to
flip them over?
No,
they're not
they
spotted.
They don't. They don't. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, they have to activate to fire the gun, but they're not firing out. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Take a look at that rule. Didn't come up before.
So this gun firing with somebody on this side of the hedge isn't going to have a bad day. Not that they get hit, but just the
yeah, it's a fire action. So that guy's going to get exposed. There they are. And so 1d3. So it's 1d6. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. There it is. This guy.
Yes. Oh.
Go right ahead.
4.
That's 2. So you got 3 total. Next.
5.
3. And the last one.
5.
Also 3. Well done. All right. That's going to be it. Flipping cards. Not the whole deck, please. Thank you. American. 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 4. Wow. 4. Obviously, that's everybody. So, everybody you got, C-Team.
Okay. Now, I can see these gun crews because they shot?
Correct.
Okay. So, let's activate this unit.
Yep. That's both
They're
those.
You're going to move right up here?
Mm-hmm.
And then they are going to... Can they spot them? Or do they automatically spot them, or how does that work?
No, they're spotted. Once you're out on the table, you are
Okay.
spotted. Yeah.
Then can we shoot them?
Well, in order to do that, you're gonna have to expose yourself. I have to check though to see whether you get to move and shoot with a machine gun team. Don't know if you have to move or set up. Infantry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're fine. So we're going to pop you into existence. Oh, look at that. And you're about to give those boys a very bad day. You may shoot both of them. Now, take a look here at the marker, CT. You see it says WRB. That's how many white dice you roll. That's how many red dice you roll. There's also a blue die, but you're not going to roll that one. So you're going to roll 2 white, 2 red, and that's so. What you're going to do is first let's figure out our number. Your base number, of course, is let's take a look at the chart. Those guys are considered to be in hard cover. Normal fire, target in hard cover. Usually you would need a 6+. There's almost no universe in which you're not going to be able to put them within the range of the range die, which would move them to a 5. It is not an individual. You are not a vehicle. All right, yeah, that's it. And that's all the modifiers. So what you're going to do, and Mike, you might probably watch this too, we're going to make our way down through the die rolls. The first, let's do the range die, which is the 20-sider, which is what a machine gun has. All right, 30 inches. Obviously, this guy here is within 30 inches. So you're going to get that +1, so you need 5s. You're going to need to roll this white die twice, but you can't roll 2 dice, unfortunately. Because the first die is your ammo. If you roll a 1, you're going to have a problem.
Okay.
So you need a 5 or better. You don't get it. Roll the other one. No. That's fine, because it was not the first one.
Oh, okay.
And now you can roll 2 of these, and you only hit on 6s. 1 hit. 1 hit. Mike, you have to make a morale check with your gun crews. 1d6, 5 or better.
Got it.
Oh, nice. Doing. All right, next thing we do is you're going to shoot here, CT. That is the same drill as you just did. First thing is the range die. Are they in range? Oh, yeah. Now you're going to roll that die twice. Yes. That's 1 hit. 2 hits. Come here. All right, 2 hits. Mike, you need 2 5s.
Miss. And 2 misses.
All right. You now make a retreat move, Mike. This guy is going to go down as broken. He can go anywhere from 2 to 24 inches. It's up to you. You're trying to get him into some kind of cover. There you go. He's broken. The only thing he can do is rally. He rallies on a 6+, unless he is adjacent, which is in contact with his leader. If he is in contact with his leader, he rallies on his leader's plus. You have knocked out this gun. That's a good job. Well, you haven't knocked out the gun, but you've now prevented it from shooting. Now, the question to you, CT, is do you want to leave this open for op fire, or do you want to send down grazing fire downrange? Bearing in mind that this thing blocks line of sight.
Okay. And I can shoot, what, 45 in a hedge, you said?
Into a hedge, yeah, it's 45 degrees. But it's out of the hedge, 45 degrees.
Okay. Let me leave it up for op fire.
Op fire is up. All right, so that was your first activation. You have another.
Yes. So do I still need to disable this gun?
Yes.
Okay.
It won't shoot, but he will get a point for it still being standing there.
Yep.
And remember,
So
he can't go again unless you use your initiative chip.
Oh, he can't?
No. Each activation, everybody activates once per turn, and then we switch turns.
Oh. I see. Okay. Well, in that case... Oh, I'm going to use it because I get that permanently, so I'm going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thought you might.
Yeah, so he's going to move to contact the base.
All right, so this is the way this works. He's going to cross, the way it's going to work is he's going to cross 1 here. This counts as open terrain. But it's blocked to here, and I've got to be checking line of sight through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's 1. And then when he gets to I would recommend you shoot him this way, so that when he crosses 2, he can be right down into the emplacement. It's the way I built these things. Can't help. Can't help. There it is. All right, so now he's inside that thing. He's gone there. Give me a second. Now, Mike, you can see him. He's under hard cover, but he does not have concealment.
Okay. Even though I can't see him. Oh, there he is.
Mm-hmm. It's a very, very tough shot. I think, in fact, it's impossible, just so you know. Because he's a single leader, which is a +1.
By the way, Kronos saying he thought 2 failed checks was a kill.
He's not wrong. That guy's dead. Yeah. Thank you, Chrono. Continue, CT. All right. Well, the question becomes: do you want to reveal yourself, Mike, or let him do what he's doing?
Well, no, because if I can't hit him, then it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there's any value to it.
Yeah, we'll hold off anyways.
All right. So you're gonna take this thing out, right, Chrono?
You mean CP? Yes.
Chrono was talking to me. Stop it.
I would like to do the boom boom with the gun.
Yeah, you will do the boom boom with the gun. All right, so that guy's done. Continue with the rest of that squad if you wish.
All right, they are going to. I do it individually, right? Because they got to check in the open.
Exactly.
So 1. And 2.
Wait. Nobody said anything about smoke in this game.
It's not smoke.
Smoke? I get smoke?
It's explosions. You get explosions.
Oh, I like it.
You have exploded that. All right, that thing is exploded. You've gone there. That moved you to there. That's a block. Okay, and you're now there, which is concealment, so you're fine.
And then I'm going to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're there.
All right, and then we're going to bring on here. Oh, and I guess these guys could try to spot within 6 inches, right?
Yes.
Oh, let's do that. Or if they're farther than 6, I roll, or they can't.
No, they can't. Only leaders
Okay.
can do that.
Well, let's just go 6 inches that way.
There's nothing there.
Okay. Then this leader is going to try to spot.
You got to give me. Well, that's true. You're gonna spot into the entrenchment.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah, 5 or 6.
All right, and that's all I can do, I believe.
Yep, that's all your boys. And you did all your guys, right, OJ?
Yes.
All right, that's the end of turn 1. That's how a turn goes. It's a lot of backing and forthing, which is one of the things I really like about the rule set. All right, so he was yelling at me and saying I'm doing it wrong. Rock on. All right, here we go. Well, I'll say this: the answer to the question, is it going better for the Americans yet? They've taken out a gun on turn 1. American. 1 American turn. Go CT.
Let's see. He is going to try to spot.
Okay. Where was he spot to?
It's been within 12, right?
No. He can spot as far as he can see, but it's a linear 12 inches.
Oh, right, yes. So we're going to spot there.
Go for it.
He's seen nothing.
Apparently there's nothing there.
All right, and then
He is looking very intently.
yes, he can still move, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so can his boys.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna move.
And remember, it's a radius.
Right. But they're staying within concealment.
All right. If they enter this, they will no longer be concealed.
Correct. And then would they engage in hand-to-hand
Well,
fisticuffs?
they would have to roll for fisticuffs.
Okay.
They'd have to make a morale check.
Yeah.
If that's
So,
what you want to do, you have to declare it, and then we have to see if you make your morale check.
okay. So the intent would be to move all these, including their leader, up to here
So
and
you-
engage in the fisticuffs.
Okay. What you're going to want to do, at a minimum, is move the leader into contact with at least one of them so he can use their morale. The problem is,
Okay.
and then the leader can tag along with them. There's a tagging along rule that allows the leader to go booking along with them in addition to his regular movement.
Okay. Then he's gonna do that.
All right, so he's gonna jump onto that dude right there. Is that who he's going with?
Yep.
All right, and so he's gonna do that, and so that's his move. Now this dude is going to attempt to move, and he's going to use Compton's morale at a 3+.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just looking for 3+.
Yes. Yep. So he's going to go booking over there and get into a fight. How about the other guy?
He's gonna. Can he add to that?
Oh yeah.
Fisticuffs?
He's got to get into contact with him. So he's going to do that.
Okay.
And I cannot believe that isn't. Wow, that is awful. Yeah, he can only go 12 inches.
Oh.
But I think if he gets
for fisticuffs, right?
Yeah. But I think if he can, that's 12 inches corner to corner, so he can't really make contact. Although, arguably, this guy could have done this. Right? And then he does that.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, when he pops here, OJ, now you have a shot.
All right.
Now, it's a covered shot, but, you can, do you wish to shoot it? Yes?
Did my guy need to make a morale check to see if he could do?
Oh, yes, he needs to
hand?
make a morale check to see if he goes.
But it's his 4, right? Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Could be irrelevant.
Oh, he's
Up
going.
he goes. All right, so OJ, you see what's over there. Who do you think can shoot at him? Because remember, it's 45 degrees out the hedge, so he can. He cannot. Yeah. So you want to take that one shot?
Yep.
Okay. Those guys appear and start shooting through the hedge. They are going to fire 1 and 1. So OJ, let's do your thing. Let's check range real quick. That's a guy in hard covers. It's going to be 6.
16.
16. It's
Not far
outside.
off.
It is outside his weapon range. So you do not get the plus. You're going to roll 1 white and 1 red. 6s for both. Will hit. Look at you.
One
Nothing.
hit.
All right, 1 hit for you, CT, and he is not in contact with his leader, so he needs a 4 or better.
He's not. Is
No, his
Lieutenant Compton here?
Yeah, he got him. So he's fine. He passed it. However, he is now suppressed. So the question is, because when you're suppressed, you don't get to go into the fight. He's going to stop you before you get there. Suppression, your choices come down to, let me get that morale token. This is going to go away at the start of your next activation. So it's not the horrifying suppression that it is in Spearhead and other things like that. But you have a choice to make, which is okay. You can stay where you are, Or oh, that's only the brokens. Yeah, that's the brokens. You just hang out where you are. I think. No, yeah, it's not a route move because you ain't broken, as I say. Yeah, no, you're good to go. You're just suppressed right where you stand, unfortunately. And I think I just screwed that up because I don't think you suppress using hot fire. I think it's something you can only do with active fire. My strong apologies. Yeah, so he's fine actually. So we have
actually could not have shot.
no. Had he failed that roll, he would have broken. If you had been firing in the active fire phase, you would have been suppressing him from being able to op fire at you.
Okay.
So that takes us to a melee. Yes, it does. Close combat modifiers, always fun. You made your morale check. You passed it. You're going to roll 1d6 per element, not leader. The difference between the highest result on both sides is the number of morale checks taken by each element on the losing side. And I think this is going to apply for CT. The combat includes one non-broken friendly leader.
Yes.
Okay, it's +1. It is, however, both of them are teams, which is smaller than a regular unit. He's also a team, though. Yeah, it's per element. That's right. And because this is a multiple unit combat, CT, you're going to get to roll 2 dice and pick the better result. It's the Shaco system. So you got a -1 because you're a team, but you got a +1, so it's going to be a wash. That is a crew, which is a team, which is a -1 as well. So so CT, you're going to roll 2d6, no modifier. Mike, you're rolling 1d6 with a -1. Five is best. 5. Okay. How come it had to test me on my very first time?
Because we'd like to send you to the rules.
Why'd you have to do that? I don't appreciate that. That's harsh.
Because math is hard for you.
Yeah, it is.
Velcro must not be home.
No, Velker's sitting immediately to my left.
Oh, there he is.
They are locked in combat. Hooray! Okay.
But Chrono says gun crew's -2, not -1.
Where's it say -2? Where's that?
He says it's worse. He's a gun crew, so it's a -2.
Element and or gun crew. Thank you, Chrono. Solves my problem. So that's a -2, so you win by 1. So, Mike, you have to take 1 check.
Pass.
These are not the simple things. Following this, if elements for both sides still remain, they are locked in close combat, and none can take any action until close combat resolution comes up again later. They may not take any fire or opportunity actions while locked in close combat, nor may they be fired on. So y'all got spicy in there, and we're going to come back onto their next activation whenever it is. All right, CT, that you just had the 1, right?
That's correct.
1 activation there was. Here we go. Next card. And that's right, it was German. Here's another. And it's American. Germans, you got 1.
All right. I'm going to activate the battery commander. Now, does this move with them? Or
Yep,
just,
sure does. It all does. It's all him.
All moves. All right. So I can go ahead and just move? Or
It's 12. Remember, it's the 24 inches. But this is, not that it matters, because you're fine. But this is a crossing. And this is a crossing. So that's your 2 crossings.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to wind up spotted right there.
All right. Now, can this end up inside of here?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Okay, so I can do something like this.
Yes.
Fine fella. All right, that's my 1 activation.
All right. You can't shoot in there.
Right.
All right. I want to remind people watching that if you see a unit like this, Mike can see it and CT can't. Same here.
We can only see them when they flip over and
Become
figure.
units, yeah.
We can see the figures, but not the.
When they transcend
chits.
from cardboard chits to miniatures.
Which makes them better. Americans, German. So Americans got 2. I think that should be everybody for the Americans at that point.
Mm-hmm.
They go from colored bases to non-colored bases.
There you go. Even better.
All right.
Hey, Randall Boris. I think those gentlemen coming down the trench mean you harm, CT.
I think so too.
Proceed.
All right, let's activate
Uh-huh.
down here this unit.
Mm-hmm.
No gentleman coming down the trench.
That's going to be 2 crossings, right? To get into here.
Correct.
So 1.
And 2.
All right. And this blocks line of sight, right?
Correct.
All right, and they will stop there.
Very good.
All right, then my second activation will be the MG teams.
Yes.
Can I see this guy with one of them?
Yes.
Okay. The other one cannot.
Correct.
Is the trenches, are they hardcover as well?
If you're inside them.
Correct. All right. So I'm going to go... Actually, this guy... Actually, they both are going to do this. Because I can move and then shoot. One.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Mm-hmm.
And then shoot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Same drill. Let's go now. Bear in mind that's hardcover, of course, and so let's get a get your range roll for the first one. One on the right. 26. Pretty confident.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So you're inside, so it drops it to a 5. Let's do your first one. Hit. Second one. Miss. Now you can roll 2d6. You can actually roll 2 reds. Because that doesn't modify that one. 1 hit. Mike, if you would, please.
Can I roll them both at once or one at a time?
It should be 1 at a time, because he might not be there when the second guy shoots.
That's fine.
Fail. All right, so he's got to make a retreat move. Yeah, I don't think you want to try to roll him one at a time because you can get yourself dead.
Right.
2 to 24 inches, ignoring terrain. Try to get yourself out of LOS into cover. You could shoot back literally 2 inches and you'd be out of LOS.
Gotcha. Go.
All right. Very good. CT, continue.
Can the other MG team pick a different target?
Yeah, absolutely.
That way.
Sure. Let's see if you got your range die. I wish you well. 20.
Nope.
No, that's not going to get it. So that guy is he's in hard cover, so that's going to be a 6. Go ahead. Nope. 2 red. Wow, whole lot of nothing.
That gun self-destructed on itself?
No, it's only if he rolls a 1 on that first white die.
Ah.
All right, so that machine gun is fired. Go on.
Yep. All right. So that's that, and then I'm gonna use my initiative.
Uh-huh.
All right, and then we are going to.
Resolve the melee. It's all you can do if you activate him.
Yeah. Don't know if I want to though.
Just let him sit there.
Yeah. We're gonna try to rush these guys in melee.
Oh. Trying to think if there's anything that would affect that. I don't think there would be. Here we go.
Can those guys see him?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
They can move there. That's all they need. These guys, once you're spotted, you're spotted. It's Borg spotting.
Okay.
And then I just need to get his because the leader's attached. It's a
Yeah,
3+.
he's going to go along for the ride. So you need a 3. Nope.
He is disinclined to attack.
No, and that's Lieutenant Winters. Oh, so sad. Dick Winters would have attacked. He is
I
declined.
bring shame.
He is epic shame. All right, so you've done that. So you're out. You're done for the turn, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Mike, it's all you, baby. We've been pulling for the cards, but I don't know why. Black, black, black. Holy cow. Red.
Oh,
All right.
So
So
I can't do more than 3 anyways, can I?
no, you can only do. I think you've only got because this guy. Who have you done? You haven't done your. You brought these guys up. Those guys are in melee, which wasn't your. If you activate the guns, you're going to get this melee. Just so you know.
Okay.
And then you move these guys
If those
up.
guys are still there. Okay.
Well,
So
no, I'm saying, who have you activated this turn? Was it just...
Nobody.
No,
You did.
Yeah, you did.
You did these
Oh,
guys.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah, those guys came up. That's what I thought. So the HQ came up. So you've got these guys here, and you've got the battery.
Okay. So these guys I can't do anything with because they already did something.
Correct.
Gotcha. Oh, might as well see if these guys can... Can the heavy machine gun spot over here?
No, but you can move it first, remember. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. You got it. Take that shot.
Are these
yeah.
guys
Oh, yeah,
considered
that's right.
concealed because they never shot out of the trench?
No.
Okay.
Once you're popped up like a base, you are no longer concealed.
I
Okay.
think that's what he was saying. It's like Borg, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
One,
Okay.
one of my guys can see it. Anybody can see him then,
Mhm.
and vice versa. So, okay.
So you got a
So-
shot here. So this guy's going to pop in. Look at that. There he is. And what's the range?
Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled
That's
the
fine.
dice.
34. Oh, look at you.
Got it.
That is exactly it. So that's a +1. 5. So you're going to roll 2 white, 1 at a time.
3.
Nope. And another. Nope.
3 again.
And you're going to roll 2D. You're going to roll 2 red, hoping for 6s.
Nope.
Nothing. Bada. Okay. This guy's got a check against his broken status. He needs a 6.
Yes.
Oh, look
Hey.
at that. Good rally. Now you may continue with your actions with him.
Oh, with him?
Mm-hmm.
So he can move back up against the hedge here and
Yep.
engage.
Yep. Pretty much my point.
There we go. And attempt to shoot.
So it's he's all 1/1/1. So
Right, so it's the
range
range dice
die?
first.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No.
Nope.
That's straight. Straight sixes. 1/1. Nope. Nope.
No.
Okay.
That's. You might as well fire the battery.
All right. We'll start here. We'll roll 1d3.
1,
1d3.
4.
And the melee.
Yep.
So again, CT, it's 2d6 straight up for you, and then it's 1d6 minus 2 for Mike.
Got a net 2.
2, and CT's is a best 5, so it's 3. 3 checks for you, Mike.
One at a time or all at once?
All at once is fine.
Failed.
That is 2 fails, so he's dead.
Heal.
Yeah, this is going a lot better for the Americans than it did last time. Holy cow.
Who was the Americans last time?
I think, Chrono, you were the Americans, right? You do have to shoot. You do have to shoot closest. Who did you think you should shoot at?
The
I thought
machine
that
gun
was
team
closest.
here in the. This machine gun team, maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's probably right. Yes, you do have to shoot closest. You are not misremembering. Didn't matter because you didn't hit anybody, but good point. You must need shoot closest. That you can see. Duh. All right? Still. And also, that is... you have not destroyed 3, so that's 3 more points.
Has says you have to shoot closest unless officer is directing fire.
Right. Unless the officer is directly attached, right.
But that wasn't the case here, I don't think, right? So.
There's the Haz. Hi, Haz. Are you playing D&D, man? All right, 15 points, 9 to go. 9 to go. Could get tense. Could get hairy. Cards. Red. Black. 2 American activations. This is turn 3.
All right. So you'll have to correct me because I'm going to do this wrong. Because I want to do everything.
Sure.
I'm going to activate Compton's. And I can do stuff in any order, correct?
Yes.
So he could use his rally because he has to do that to destroy the gun, right?
Yep.
So he's going to do that first. Will that affect him, though, when they then launch themselves into melee?
Nope.
Okay. All right. I'm looking for, what is it, 3?
Oh, they're going to go lunching down there, those boys?
Well, he's going to blow up the gun first, and then they're going to go.
It is blowed up. That gun's blown
nice.
up. See, it's exploding.
I like it. All right. And then he's going to attach to... They all can make it, but this guy, first one he's attached to. So they need a 3. 9.
Oh.
And this guy needs a 4. Wow, shame.
They're embarrassing themselves in front of the other soldiers.
That's shameful. Okay, so they don't move at all then, right?
Correct.
Can they? They can't shoot because they declared melee.
That's a move. What happens if you fail? I think that means your move is over. Initiating. If it passes. Yeah, you just forfeit your move action.
Okay, so then they could shoot.
Now, mind you, this guy won't be able to because he can't shoot
Correct.
through his buddy. But this guy can shoot.
Okay, let's do that.
And there's no cover here because that's not the way it works. That's not the way trenches work, if you know what I mean. You're actually the one with cover at this point. Now, You see this R is greater than 3?
Yes.
You have to roll a range die. Your red die, I should say. Your red die must be greater than 3 to have any effect. This is symbolic of the fact that you are a team, not a squad.
Okay.
All right. So first thing we're going to do is roll your range die. If you can't hit that range die, I'm going to fall over in a dead faint. You tried, but no, you didn't. So there it is. So you get that +1. That's going to be a firing at guys in the open. Firing at guys in the open. You'd think I'd know that offhand.
Chrono says disorganized after that last fight.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, the reason they did not attack is they are disorganized after the melee. So yeah, you need a 5 or better. So you're going to roll a 1d6 on the white. No. And you're going to need a 6. No. None of it.
Nope. Okay.
So yeah, complete disorganization from Compton.
I guess so. All right. Then we are going to move up winners.
Mm-hmm.
Reactivate them for a second.
What they going to do?
They're going to move into the heavy cover, and then they're going to shoot.
That's fair, but it's also a team again, so. Range?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My guy disappeared.
Whoa.
He's in the emplacement.
Disappearing is not something I was expecting. I did this so I could get this terrain to work the right way. Has he reappeared?
No.
I can see him.
No,
Oh, no,
did
you're
Win-
missing
is-
Winters. No, there's Winters.
His Winters is there, but his unit is gone.
Oh, I see.
Is it
There
back
he
there?
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see him right there.
All right. All right. Sorry about the dice. You're gonna have to throw them over to the side, gents. I have a chance. All right.
All right. Range.
Yep. Yep. So that's +1. Yep. So there's that. That's actually going to be a hit if this comes through as a 3 or better. And it's another
Oh.
hit. That's 2 hits on these boys, Mike. 4 or better.
No.
And one more.
No.
Dead. All right.
All right, and then
Chrono's asking if I should have got an op fire when they pop into the emplacement.
Which guys? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, there should have been an op when these guys appeared. That's fair. I'm going to give it to him. Here we go.
From that guy?
Yeah, from that guy. So our range die, Mike.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's obviously you're gonna get it. That's hard cover, so it's a 5. So your white die.
Nope.
Nope. And your red die.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
So
Now
you
you're
point.
dead. Still, that was fair.
yeah, no, that's fair. That's fine.
Continue, Chrono.
Who?
Shoot. Chrono keeps doing these things.
It's like he's playing, but not.
It's like he's playing, but not. Yeah, CT. The command tent, would you please?
You know,
Yeah,
CT, every time he does that, he ought to give you a $5 gift card to John Tiller Games.
Let's see. Can
You
they
have the whole
spot,
collection
right?
by the end of the night.
They just get that auto spotting. Of
Oh,
anybody
right,
within
right,
6
right.
inches.
And Winters, he could spot, right? No?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to spot
Why don't you do
like
a die
that.
roll? Why don't you do a die roll?
He know, look. All right. And then I'm going to use my initiative.
Mm-hmm.
for the MG.
Yes.
We're gonna shoot at his MG.
Oh.
One on the right first.
All right. You know the rules. You have learned them.
No
No.
range.
That's gonna be 6. Nope. And 2. Oh, look at that. 1 hit, Mike. On your MG. Fail. Broken. You can just pull him off the line. Okay.
And I have to do closest because they're not directed, correct?
Correct.
All right, then they're gonna shoot at that infantry right there.
Same drill. No.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, careful there. Nope. Yes. 1 hit. Mike on a 4. No.
Ooh.
Another broken.
All right, over to Mike.
All right, here we go. Black. Red. 1 activation, Mike.
We'll activate the battery commander.
Yep. Go ahead.
Pull him back here into the dugout. Or
Mhm.
into the out.
Yes.
Now, for the commander, does it matter exactly where he sets up in here?
The only thing is you want him to be in contact with somebody because you can use him for rally rolls and things.
Right.
That's it for him?
Does that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
And did CT, was he able to spot me as soon as I moved?
No.
Okay.
Movement doesn't prompt it. Firing does. Now, moving in the open does, but you're moving through a trench.
Okay.
Technically, isn't that open for my guys looking in the trench?
I was wondering about that, but you've been kind of...
That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, let's call it. Yeah, I feel guilty about it. There they are.
Whoa.
Yeah, come on down that trench. You'll be fine.
What's the worst that can happen?
All right.
Can I, a la
No.
Civil
No.
War Napoleonics, turn this gun on them?
Tell us.
No, you just blew it up.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, good point.
That's
Good point, fair
that
point.
actually is the rule I was referring to at the start of the game. There is a specific rule in this scenario. No, you cannot turn the howitzers on the Americans. I love that rule so much because it tells you, yeah, somebody tried that. All right, here we go. Red. Another.
All right.
Hang on a second.
It's my
and then,
MG.
And then black. Go.
Okay. Well, this is my last thing I can do anyways.
Mm-hmm.
The MG. And the only thing they can spot is in this emplacement. We are going to shoot at... It's the closest one, right?
Yep.
So it'll be this rifle team.
Mm-hmm. That's what's the check range?
Nope.
Ain't gonna matter. All right. Range. So for 6. No. No. Man, that red die's been coming through for you in the biggest way.
Yeah.
Mike on a. He's in contact, so you can get. Oh, they're. That's right. This is your not so great battery company leader. So it's still a 4. It's a 4.
Nope.
All right. He has to try to get out of range. 2 inches to 24 inches. He breaks.
It was this rifle team.
Yep. And now remember, he's got to go in the direction. Yeah, you're doing. That's perfect. If you just duck him down below the. Nope. You'd have to get him below the entrenchment.
Back in here,
Just the circle, just outside the circle.
just outside
There,
the circle.
yeah. Because now the LOS is blocked. There you go.
Yep.
All right, the other one, CT.
Closest is MG, I think.
Yep.
So you can go either one. Not gonna. They're both in the same building, or same entrenchment.
Yeah,
We'll
but
go
it's-
MG.
Yeah, MG.
I know. If it was a huge difference,
No range.
Mm-mm. Oh. Yes, and 2 more. one.
Pass.
Pass, yeah. But that does suppress him from op fire. I don't think it's going to matter, but it does suppress him from op fire. All right, that it for you, CT?
That's it.
All right. Mike, I think the only thing you've got left is the battery, right?
No, I think the only thing I did was the only thing I could activate.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
before
you've
was
got
the
these guys
battery.
too. You're going to have to do some of them, yeah.
So
We'll flip cards, a black and a black.
Yeah, and that's it then.
You got two. Which one do you
All
want?
right, so the battery will shoot.
All right, so you've got 2 guns this time.
5
3.
and a 1.
Okay.
All right, and then these guys try to rally both of those.
Yep.
The machine gun first.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Nope.
Tree. No.
Okay.
All right. So can I move this gun a little bit? Basically, just rotate them around.
Move them
Come
however
up
you
against
want.
the hedge. I'm sorry.
You move them however you want.
Okay. Basically, I'm just trying to get them so that they can see some of this area.
Sure.
All right. I think that's all he can do. Well, he can try a spot now, can't he? Or he can't?
The leader can.
Leader can. But he has to be 45 because he's
Yep.
behind the hedge.
Exactly.
All right.
But you can move
So-
first.
Right. That's what I was going to say. I can move him, slide him down here,
Mm-hmm.
and then attempt the spot.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Where you want
I'll
to try a
attempt the
spot? Where you want to do that?
Right in here. Oh, no, because we can see those guys already.
Yeah, you can
can't
see
we?
those guys.
Yeah, so we'll just try here.
Mhm,
See if
5,
there's
6.
anybody else coming. Nope.
Nope. All right.
All right, that's it.
This is turn 4. Turn 4. That has consequences for my American friends. And by the way, the Americans didn't get to turn 4 in our first game, so.
No, wow.
That's actually not correct, Has. I asked Mark that question, and he said if you can see down the trench, you can see them, as long as they're not obstructed. That was my one question about it. Yes, Mike has had some horrible morale rolls. And, from Jeff Russ, CT, learning the patrol phase of Chain of Command has been a challenge, but watching Command Tent has helped me do it right.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm not sure I'm the one you want to look to, but yeah, I learn every time I do it.
Oh, and Has is pointing out to you, Mike, that you might want to move this leader next to the machine gun to help it to fire or to rally. So you could go here. You could have still seen that, and you could help them. You could rally them, help them rally.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do that for you. That's a good note from Has.
Yep.
All right, cards coming out for 4. Black. Black. Red. 2 Germans. Interesting.
So this machine gun is suppressed right now? Is that
Nope,
right?
it is no longer suppressed. When it
Okay.
activates, it will
So
no longer be suppressed.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just fire the gun.
Fire the batteries.
Yeah, fire the battery.
First one.
4. And a 3. What do I gotta get to?
You are 1 away.
1 away. Alright. So he can technically fire down the trench here, or he can go to raising.
Well, that happens after he shoots.
After he shoots. So I can fire once, or fire down the trench there, and then go to grazing.
Yep.
Alright. We'll attempt that. Well, do I need to try to rally this rifle team first?
It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
Okay, we'll do the machine gun first.
Range.
18.
Yeah, yep.
36.
And so that's a 6. That's a 5. So first is your first white die.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
No.
Now do your second white die. That's a miss.
No.
Nothing. And 2 reds. Oh, look at that. There's a hit. He is in touch with his commander, I think. Yep.
Yes, sir.
3 or better. Yep, he's fine. So that's the machine gun.
Do I get any outfire for that thing shooting?
What thing shooting?
His machine gun,
No.
or is it only when he moves?
Yeah, it's when he moves.
Okay.
It's when he moves out in the open.
So now he can go do a grazing.
Yeah, he can.
status.
Yes, he can go into a grazing mode, and I can understand why you'd want to. What we do with that is kind of fun. There's actually a mark for it that Has did for us.
CT's thinking this may not be so much fun.
So you just put it, and wherever you want to establish the line, that's where you put that thing.
And define the line, I guess.
Anybody that crosses that.
So if I did it something like this,
He's firing machine gun fire right down that alley.
Yeah, I
So
can't
anybody-
sneak by it. Is what you're
Yeah.
trying to do. Yeah.
yeah,
No, I get the intent, and yes, I get it.
yeah. Well, yeah. I was
I'm
just
gonna
trying to
be
make sure I
cheeky
understood.
and just like sneak.
Yeah.
Very
No,
outside.
there's a pretty grim run of lead coming straight down that pipe.
You're gonna get up here on the trench wall and tip.
Yeah, I'm on the
past it, right?
sandbags, just walking along the top.
All right.
See, this is I like this. We have fun when we play. We're not like ultra uber competitive.
Now I can move this leader back to help try to rally this rifleman, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
All right. 4.
And he is a 4. Well done. Now he may act.
Now he can come back up front here. He's done now, right?
Oh, you can shoot.
Oh, he can shoot. Yeah, we might as well take a shot. Can he? Doesn't really have line of sight through that trench wall.
That doesn't block.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That
we'll
doesn't
take the
block,
shot
so
then.
it's check range. It's gonna be a 6, but unless you can get the range, which you do not. So it's a
18.
6. So 1 white, 1 red. Nope.
6.
Look at that. Check him. Pass because of winners. Now, technically, he's suppressed, but I don't think Mike is going to be moving towards you, so I don't think you got to worry about it. Cool.
And
Alright.
that's all I have for this phase.
CT. Red, red, black. 2 for you.
Let us. Let us think. First one will be MG team. You're gonna try to shoot over here.
I'm checking one thing real quick. That's the wrong thing. That is the wrong thing, and I didn't want to look at it. That's what I wanted. That's what I thought. All right, MG team's doing what? Yep.
Shooting there. So range.
So you're shooting at the rifle team again. Yep.
Correct.
No.
Nope.
No. No. Nope. Yep. And 2 more. 1 hit. Mike. There you go. They are
All right.
surprised.
The second MG team.
Mhm.
No range.
Nope. You get a second shot with that white die.
Oh. Thank you.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right.
All right.
And then the second activation.
I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna use they're coming in, and it's north side.
Anywhere.
You have to stop when you get the hedge, though. You can't cross it. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then they would like to shoot.
Can't stack them.
Yes, sorry. Yep.
All right, go ahead, pop them open. They're gonna get to op fire you. So you know.
Oh, even though he's shooting down this alley.
They don't have facing that way.
Okay.
So, OJ, I imagine you want at least one shot here, yeah?
Yes, please.
That machine, yeah, the machine gun's the only one that's got a shot. Now that I'm looking at it.
Even though he's not facing the right way.
Yeah, CT said the exact same thing. Facing, there is no facing like that in this game.
Gotcha. Okay.
Really, even with him doing the.
Oh, that's
line
right.
down here?
Yeah, he's got grazing fire. That will cost him. Yep. That prevents op fire. That's the choice he made. Yep. All right, so these guys get to shoot. It's a range. Yep. It's fives. White and red. Ooh, that fell over. Yep. One check.
No.
Ooh. So yeah, he's gotta go at least. He's got to do the. Now he's got to go out this way. Nope, Mike. He's got to go this way.
Oh, you can't go this way?
Nope. 45 degrees opposite the direction of the fire.
45 degrees.
Yep. So.
All right.
Okay. CT, keep going.
Then I would like to use my permanent initiative
Yes.
for spears again.
Yes.
And go 1. Oops.
Yeah. Now that is gonna open. Okay, that dude is suppressed, so your suppression paid
Yeah.
off. Yeah, that's it. So he's got nobody else.
And then they're going to hop in the gun emplacement.
Okay,
For
so
the-
they're gonna try, well, remember they got to roll for that.
Right.
So
Sorry.
the company leader can't do anything?
Nope.
All right. So using his initiative or his
Yep.
3.
Yep.
Oh no.
Wow. So it goes back there.
I guess they will shoot then.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to do closest, which is the rifle team.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? No, it's directed. So could I
Yes, that is
choose
directed.
the
Yes,
howitzer crew?
you may.
I would like to do that then. So range.
No, man, that's tight. Yep, you got it. It's fives. One white, one red. One hit. Two hits. Two checks, Mike.
Fail.
And another.
Pass.
So he does have to get out, but he's not destroyed.
This way?
It's actually 45 from the direction of the fire, so again, it's over this way.
Oh, I thought that was coming down the trench.
Nope. Okay.
So I'll just do... Probably didn't quite go that far, but that's fine.
Nope.
I'll
Well,
just-
remember, terrain don't matter anyway, so
Right.
when you're running away. All right, CT, you're up.
That was all. I used my 2 activations, then my permanent initiative. So I think he was up next.
And OJ, who'd you have left?
I think all I've got is the machine, the security unit.
The boys over
on the
there.
edges.
The boys
Yeah,
over
because I
there.
fired artillery.
Yep.
Fired the howitzers already,
You
right?
did. Yes, you did. And you move those guys. Yeah. So activating these guys. Want to do your rallies?
Yeah.
Yeah, that platoon leader is not better. He rolled the poor roll, so it's a 4 better for the machine gun. Or sorry, it's a 6. It's a 6 on the rally.
There we go.
There you go. And now now that machine gun can go.
All right. Well, you may try and rally the infantry first.
No, you should do the individual
Okay.
units.
Gotcha. Right up to here. Shoot. Attempt to.
Who did you think he could get targeting fire from as?
Oh, maybe these machine guns.
Yeah, but that's op fire. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he could have shot at them, but they already shot at us.
Well, I thought the way Haz is saying this,
Targeting
it's
fire
just
is
another morale check. I think the way
no.
he's
No, targeting
reading
fire
it.
is which is just another morale check.
Yeah, he's not saying that there's so much actually somebody shooting as the unit has to take another morale check.
I'm confused, Tess. What are you talking about? Because these guys couldn't active fire. These
Yeah,
guys
he said
couldn't
pay-
active fire. Yeah, I know
Rule
the rule he's
7
pointing at. I don't know what
Oh,
he's
okay.
talking about, though.
Yeah.
I know he's right about the rule, but I don't know what he's talking about. All right, so what are you doing with the machine gun? Moved him up.
Yeah.
Shooting there? Yeah, why not?
And
Who's
it's
nearest?
probably this one here.
Yeah,
in the
it's
back.
that one there. It's that rifle team. Check for range.
28.
Yep, easy.
No.
There is no way that's not 28 inches.
Oh yeah, it was. I was thinking it was 30 some when I measured. Okay.
5 or better.
Got it.
Yeah, and roll another, remember? Roll another white.
Yep.
It's a machine gun, sir. That's 2.
Got it.
And now roll 2 of those.
No.
All right, that's 2.
On this rifle team.
Yep, 2 on that rifle team.
And
Close
he's
enough.
got the leader.
Yep, Compton, yep.
So 3s.
2 for 3. Pass.
Oh no.
Fail. All right, so they're going to have to retreat that way as best they may. And, well, if they get into the trench, they're fine. But they are, unfortunately, broken. All right. Keep going, Mike.
All right, then try to rally the rifle squad.
Yep.
Does.
Man, look at you. What they going to do, if anything else?
I don't think anything, and then this machine gun can't really do anything either. He doesn't have line of sight, I would assume.
You're saying that's like a free... Yeah, if they can activate Haz, they don't get a free activation. That's not a free activation. That is specifically to counter the fact that you can't op fire them. All right, so what's up?
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else I can do.
All right.
I mean, this machine gun doesn't have any line of sight on anybody, so...
Yeah, move it. I don't know if you can get it anywhere. But...
Yeah, I don't think you can get anywhere. 24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd just stick me out here in the middle of the field.
Which may not be the best idea in the world.
Probably not. Well, can you make it in? No, you can't make it into the entrenchment either, can he?
Sure you can. Yeah, it would.
Can?
Yes.
Oh.
He's got cross 1. That's 1 crossing, and here's the second. The only question, is there any op fire out there? And I think there is.
There may be.
Yeah,
If I see someone wandering across an open field.
there's op fire from this guy. Yeah, this guy's got op fire. I don't know about that guy so much.
Well, the infantry could also move across that space, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, you're going to get op fire, just so you know.
Yeah, well.
Do my machine guns get out fire?
Oh, God, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because those are who I really would enjoy out firing with.
Mike, you want to rethink that? I'm just asking.
Yeah, probably.
It's like, it's like, yeah,
Wait, this isn't.
I,
This is not a campaign game. I can do whatever I
true.
want.
Well, yeah, that's
There
true.
you go. I'm all
No.
for the target-rich environment.
Yeah, we won't be that gamey.
All right, so there's all that. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that's going to end it because I realized watching this that Mike gets 1 point for this gun and this gun both still being in action, which takes him to 25.
Yep.
Man, this is hard for the Allies.
So, yeah, was my dice roll at the beginning to see which turn spears came on?
No, your dice roll at the
Okay.
beginning, you avoided it. Had you rolled a 1 on your first roll, it would not have been on your the machine gun or your fire rolls. Had you rolled that 1, that's called "Oops, I dropped a grenade." Which, if you remember, Band of Brothers is a whole thing.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's a free action has. It's too easy to see it the other way. All right, we're going to go to 7.3 real quick. But I am curious. I realize this is you guys got shoved into this. It's a horribly small sample on a night we're going to play Chain of Command. But I am curious to think, especially you, OJ, who is no big fan of Crossfire. What do you think?
And not too bad.
Yeah, didn't hate it. So
It's enjoyable.
Yeah. So good. How about you, CT?
Oh, that was fun. Yeah. I mean, it's no chain of command, but it's interesting trying to figure out. I like the whole you can do the whatever order, move, shoot, rally, and kind of trying to figure out how to use that. Also, I always enjoy games with random activation.
Sure.
Me too. Yeah, absolutely. And it wasn't just the random activation; it was the amount of random activations you got.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you couldn't bring spears on until
Turn 4.
turn 4.
Turn 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, and it's interesting because Spears comes on turn 4, but the other thing is he can come on anywhere here. So if you've made the progress down here, you can really do the damage. But CT, you did a great job taking out 2 of these darn quick.
Yeah.
But I think I think on that first turn though I had 9 points from my artillery battery.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I was
which is
more than a third of the way there. So.
Yeah. And an average roll, it's true. You're right. An average roll is 1 or 2 points. So you getting that many was a substantial bonus for sure.
And I don't remember did this gun here where Winters and Compton are, did that gun get a second shot or was he already engaged and he only got the 1 shot?
He only got the 1 shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So these other 2 guns shot pretty good.
Yeah, no, you had good rolls for that.
I couldn't roll other things, but I could roll those.
I mean, I do appreciate that the pressures put on the Allies. You've got it. You can't sit and plan and maneuver, and you got to get up and you got to get going as quick as you can. It felt very much like that scene, in Saving Private Ryan, how it was. You got to get in there, and once you start shooting, you can't stop until they're all gone.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Hez. I think you're right. I get it now. I get what you're saying about that. Okay. Good note. Thank you, Hez. I dig it. So yeah, we already have a whole nother battle for this, the Battle of Poopaville. I like saying Poopaville. Which we will definitely come back to at some point because I like Fireball Forward. I think I find it an interesting change of pace from Chain of Command. It's not going to replace, as CT said, it's unlikely that it would replace Chain of Command, which I still think is best in breed. But it's got some things that Crossfire doesn't, and Crossfire has things that it doesn't. They're really interesting both ways. The one thing I don't hate the dice rolling as much as I was afraid I was going to. And I will absolutely agree with those people who have played it who say once you start using it, the dice roll actually becomes pretty intuitive. It's still a little strange. Well, what do you guys think of it? I mean, the range die and all that.
I didn't have any problem with it. It was starting to make sense.
It kind of did make sense. Yeah.
It basically says, look, you want to try that long shot? Maybe it'll work, but the close one will work even better. So, all right. Well, at some point, the weather will no longer conspire against our friend Achilles, and he will join us so that I'm mad because I'll tell you the truth. I worked really hard on that map. And CT and he, Achilles, both made some really, really cool choices for their support. So I definitely want to see how that one turns out. So we will come back to Chain of Command on Saturday. On Saturday. Do not miss the return to the patrol to Op-Bak for Charlie Company. This one is going to be fun. And I enjoyed Charlie Company so much that I have already built the second scenario. So the characters that we see out in the field, including characters commanded by both CT and OJ, will return. They will have another mission ahead of them. Yeah, CT, how long have you been in country?
Like 8 months, I think.
All right, so you got a bunch left. How about you, OJ?
7.
7. So yeah, you both got some time to go. So there it is.
And I'm taking a little bit of a beating. So
Yes,
tune
you
in to
are.
see if we frag Achilles afterwards.
The that's the whole thing. So yeah, it's interesting. Interesting. So the word from our guy is he prefers this to Chain of Command. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel about that. It's I certainly don't. But I want to be clear. Unlike some other games that we've played that I was a little bit more dismissive of, I don't hate it. I think it's a lot of fun. And we will make our way through the scenarios at certainly up to the point we must try the vehicle rules, which I'm told are quite good. And I have also asked Mark Festoso, the author of the game, to provide me the very biggest World War II scenario he can find so we can have a big Fireball forward game with 6 players. Which he said, by the way, is about as big as you want to get. And I see why, because you've got to keep careful track of all this. The thing I like about it is the intricacy of the cross-spotting. You know, you got to be paying pretty close attention to what's going on around you, so I think that's really neat too. Anyway, thanks to CT and for OJ for being flexible and jumping into something. Thanks to those who hung around to watch us stumble around a little bit more. Join us on Saturday for Charlie Company. Join us next week for a little more Valor and Fortitude, although a smaller scenario for a change, to see how that goes. And come on back next week for Chain of Command, the Kampfgruppe von Luck. But until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause. Pause.
Good night, Ian Jackson.